right, what's up everybody? So today we're going to be talking about the heel command. Now, we don't stress heel too much with the majority of our clients because most everyone just needs to know how to walk their dog on a loose leash. Heel to me is a very strict position, right? Right next to my left leg and head up, okay? However, there are plenty of times that it is nice to have a dog who understands the heel command, right? If you're in a busy area or you're in downtown somewhere, you're at the park, you're on a tight trail, and you need your dog really close to you and focused, that's when the heel command can really benefit you. So we do think it's important, and it's a nice, to me, a little trick for you guys to have, okay? So I look at all obedience commands, no matter how you look at them, it's a little bit of a trick. So again, guys, remember, no matter what, when you're going in to teach any command, there's a couple things we must remember. The dog must understand your marker system, whether that be a verbal marker or, in this case, a clicker. If they don't, or you're uncertain about that, make sure you go back and watch how to charge your marker. We want it charged with dynamite, okay? So, Trigger here understands our marker system, and again, we're also going to make sure the dog's hungry when we train this. The dog is working for her daily amount of food right now, right? You can't train a dog that's not hungry. Food does not work if the dog is not hungry, so make sure you're using their daily amount of food to train with. It's existential and it's the primary reward, okay? So, when we are teaching heel command, you'll see I'm up against the wall. I'm going to break this down for you because heel is actually a very complicated procedure, command, right? There's a lot of little steps to it, and people rush this way too much, okay? I like to start on the wall here so that my dog stays straight with me and can't be spinning off to the side, because again, heel is kind of like be right next to my left leg, okay? So in this video, we're going to be breaking down the steps and showing you how to get Trigger here to flip into a heel and to teach her where the money zone is, okay? So remember, when she hears my click, that's when she can get paid and come out of the heel, okay? Otherwise, we're going to actually, in this one, we're going to feed a lot in behavior with room service. I'm not naming anything yet. I'll walk you through that, okay? So, Trigger understands the lure very well, right? You can see, understands the clicker. Food motivated. Must have motivation, guys. So, I've got my food. Now I'm gonna lure my dog past me by stepping way back with my left leg and drawing my hand back against the wall. Once the dog gets past there, I'm gonna switch it and flip my hand and bring the dog back to my left side, okay? So hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna have there, I'm gonna lure back, I'm gonna flip. Right there. Hand position's very key. Okay, I'm gonna feed her in heel position here. Good. Click. Dog can come out of position. Okay? So again, I'm gonna lure back, I'm gonna step way back with my left leg, get the dog to flip. Now my hand is up by my hip, getting her head to come up. Okay, very good. I'm not taking any steps. I'm just feeding in position here. Okay, giving that room service. The click releases the dog out. We reset, so the dog must fight to get back in behavior. I lure back. Beautiful feed. Good. Keeping my leash on the dog. Good. Now I haven't taken a step with it. Very important. We get a lot of reps here and you must take your time. I always like to tell people, do this for multiple days. Teaching that position. Good. Right? Head high. Your hand placement is key here. Right? I want my hand right here by my hip. Can you guys see this? Right here. I don't want it out in front because the dog will come out in front. So I'm going to show you from the side angle here. Right? I've got food. I lure my dog past. I flip. Now see why we use the wall? See the position? This is wrong. Unacceptable for this position. I cannot feed this. If I feed, she's being rewarded for that. Take it back. See? Position. Plus, see where my hand is? It's out. Now she's off my hip, okay? She's not there yet to come off of the wall, see? The butt sticks out, okay? Which is why we use the wall, because now watch. Ah, beautiful. Good. See, without that wall there, I don't get the proper position. So I have to stay on the wall for a while. Now I can take a step or two and feed. But feeding with her head up, one little kibble at a time here. I lure her back, come around. What's up? You can feed here. See, my hand is by my hip, head high. This takes practice. It's not easy. Heel is a very complicated command. Good. Good. Beautiful. Now over time, I can slowly step off of the wall, right? So over time it would look like this. So I'm really tight against the wall right now, okay? I'm going to take one step off, right? But see her butt spinning. She's not there yet. So I go back to the basics. Go right up against the wall. Good. Right? The click releases, so she has to reset. Good. Now I'm taking a couple steps, clicking, and getting her out. Okay? Now, one other thing I should say, every time I've clicked so far, I've put the food forward. I really should be mixing that up and even tossing food behind me, because I don't want her to anticipate moving out in front of me. That's a mistake a lot of people make. So let me show you what I mean here. So I'm walking, there you go, come on. I'm feeding. Now I'm gonna click and I'm gonna drop the food behind me. That way she never knows where the reward's coming from, okay? That's important, right? Boom, now she's flipping in. I grab that food, right? Right here. I'm going to click, feed back here. She doesn't know where it's coming from. Now I can toss it out in front of me. Okay? So it's really good to mix up your reward placement. Good. Good. Okay. Now we're going to speed this up just so you guys can see. She's flipping into heel very well. So now I'm going to name it when she's moving into position. Okay, so I wait till she comes back. Heel, and I feed. Heel, I take a step, feed. Click, feed. And get her out. When she's going into position, heel, feed. Heel, feed. Click, get her out of position. Now you're going to see I'm going to slowly try to phase that lure out as well. But in the beginning here, I can do this over and over and keep that position. Heel. Good. So you'll see my leg won't be going back as much, but I'm still using a lot of motion in my arm. Barely even moving my leg there. Heel. Heel. Good. Feed her back there. Heel. Heel, heel, heel. Good. Nice job. Now, lots of times I might break this up real quick and throw in a couple downs. Good. Gotta have that clicker ready. Right? And I'll mix it up just to get her working. Good. I just like to play with her, make her exciting. Good, right? I think that's really important, right? So then what we'll do here, oh, you don't like to spin that way. Come on. Nope, come on. You're not going to do it. Here, go this way. Nope, okay. Good. We break it up, right? So now I go back into heel. 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 Good. So again, guys, couple key things here is one, you must use the wall. And don't move away from the wall until you're ready. You can see trigger's not ready. Because again, I pull trigger out to the side here, right? Watch what happens. Come on. See? Now what happens too, my hand drifts. Okay, which is not helping. So even if I'm here, put my hand here. See how her butt's scooting? Off to the side. It's not straight. We want a nice straight alignment. Which is why we use the wall. Okay? So guys, make sure that you take advantage of that when you're teaching your dog heel. Use the wall. Heel, heel. Start with 1-2 steps, right? But in the beginning, you always just have to teach the position, non-movement. Heel, heel, heel. Okay? Then, once the dog has that position dialed, heel, from there, heel, 1 step, click, feed. Okay? Heel, heel, 2 steps. Heel, boom. Okay? So we break that down. Do not spend too much time. This is way too long. Heel, heel, but it's because I'm shooting the video. So I'm going to end her session here in just a minute. I'm going to make her circle here. Good. Make her do 1 quick down. Good. Now I'm going to jackpot her and give her everything on the end of this one. Okay? Heel, heel, heel. Ah, beautiful. There you go, trigger. And I jackpot, right? It's important that we end on a high note with some gasoline still left in the tank, okay? So heel again, guys, you must take your time. You can't skip any steps. You gotta use that wall. And then take 1 step off of the wall, and if your dog starts to scoot its butt out to the side like so, you gotta go back to the wall. I got a progression in that as well later that we'll shoot in another video. But here's your starting process, guys. Remember, your dog must understand the clicker or your marker. They must be hungry, right? You start by luring them into that position, feeding, 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 click, release out. We feed a lot in behavior here, a lot of room service to teach that dog muscle memory. Head high, we keep our hand by our hip. Very important. Hand placement's important. We can't feed out to the side here or up here, down here, because the dog's head's gonna go here. They're gonna come out. It must be here by the hip, okay? Hands up. Eventually, we do it with no food, right? And the dog's following the hand, and eventually we phase that out as well, right? But in the beginning, you use that food, you flip them against the wall, right there. Feed, 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 click, release. Make your rewards on your clicker, the release, random, out in front of you, or behind you, or off to the side, okay? There you guys go. Have fun with it, practice it, and you must take your time. This is not something like a sit or a down that you're gonna get over a couple days. A proper healing is gonna take you months to do, but it can be really fun. You just have to keep it short and simple and make sure that you keep a little gas in the tank when you finish. So always end on a high note, right? You might only get 10 reps and then jackpot. 5 reps, jackpot. But your dog will love going into that position, I promise. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.